you know, for the last several hundred days, just over and over and over, just imagining knocking him out and walking away, and being able to finally celebrate and have all my hard work pay off, and you know, it finally did.
How does it exactly feel the moment of the impact?
The moment of it.
And after the second after, how do you feel?
The moment of the impact, I knew right away. You know, I knew right away. I knew, and I was just telling my corners before then. I always wanted a head kick knockout, and I always wanted a walk away knockout, like a Mark Hunt style. You know, just the confidence that the impact of the strike would put him to sleep, and it did. And I started celebrating, and I looked at Herb Dean just for a split seconds, just to make sure I didn't have to follow up. And I looked back at Eddie, and he was out, and he was out for you know, a good little bit afterwards. So I wanted to check on him and make sure he was okay too. I know I was fired up at weigh-ins yesterday, and you know, Eddie was really a gentleman throughout this whole thing, and you know, you don't want to really hurt anybody that's you know, that's a nice guy like that. And Eddie was a nice guy, but I'm happy that it ended the way it did, and I got that finish.
Have you ever hit somebody that hard in your life before?
Double fist, baby, double fist. Not with a kick, no, man. No, not with one single strike. You know, usually I finish my fights with ground and pound or with knees traditionally. But you know, I think a new era of striking in my personal progress has begun, and you guys saw that tonight.
Josh, we talked a little bit about the stuff that you were bringing into this one. And you were saying how, you know, you didn't know exactly what it was going to feel, but you knew there was going to be a lot of emotions, and that you had kind of given up trying to stop it. I mean, now that you're here and you got there, what are those emotions?
Man, like I was explaining a little bit earlier, it was just kind of talking to you guys. It's kind of just a gradual realization of what actually happened and what is happening. And it's, you know, I appreciate the article that you did for Junkie and for USA Today about you know, about someone really special that I lost, Haley, and it was her birthday today, and so it was just a, you know, it really kind of a. It's difficult to explain because it was so emotional, but I was so calm at the same time, and you know, I just believed. That's all there was to it. I was walking out to the cage, and I was inside the cage, and even when he was on top of me, and then he felt so freaking strong, and I knew there wasn't a whole lot I could do with him on the ground. So you know, I just believed that I would catch him standing up, and I did.
You said "I love you" to the cameras at the end of the fight. Who was that to?
Oh, that was to Haley, and we also lost her mom, Sue, and we lost my mom's husband, Jeff, as well. I mean, the whole last 18 months has just been one huge life lesson. And my coach, Master Sage's son, you know, everything that we've been through since the last fight it's been a big lesson in mortality and life and death and the things that I need to do while I'm here on Earth, and it brought me a whole lot of you know, it just brought me a confidence that you know, that I had done every single thing I could in preparation, and either it was going to happen or it wasn't, but I did everything that I could do to prepare for it, and you know, we walked away with victor.
Talking to one of your coaches, he was saying how he felt like, you know, maybe it was important for you to have this fight, and especially on this day, to kind of help put some of that stuff in the past and move forward to the next period of your life. I mean, does it feel like closure on anything now? This
fight was absolutely a vehicle for closure for me, and you know, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to feel on December 7th, on tomorrow when I wake up in the morning, but you know, it's really difficult for me to say that one chapter of my life is done, because this is a part of my life. You know, Haley will always be a part of my life, and the other special people that I've lost will always be a big part of me. But you know, this is you know, at least a step forward in the right direction, that I can, you know, that I can still do things, and I don't feel so crippled anymore.
Anything else? Okay.
Thank you.